Day 45 of Bible Bites. The Israelites are at the edge of the Promised Land. Moses sends 12 spies to scout Canaan. 10 bring back a fearful report, and the people rebel. God responds with judgment, but also mercy. We're in Numbers 13 to 15, Psalm 45, and Proverbs 10, 6 to 12. This is a pivotal turning point in the wilderness journey. Quick prayer. God, give us courage and faith to trust your promises even when things look impossible. Amen. Numbers 13. At God's command, Moses sends one leader from each tribe to spy out Canaan. They explore for 40 days and bring back samples of fruit. The land is good, flowing with milk and honey, but the people are strong, the cities fortified, and giants live there. Caleb says, "We should go up and take possession. We can certainly do it." The other 10 spies spread fear. The land devours those living in it. We seemed like grasshoppers. Numbers 14. The whole community weeps, grumbles, and wants to go back to Egypt. Joshua and Caleb tear their clothes and plead, "The Lord is with us. Do not be afraid." The people talk of stoning them. God appears in glory and wants to destroy the nation, but Moses intercedes, appealing to God's reputation and character. God forgives, but declares that the generation that rebelled will die in the wilderness. Only Joshua and Caleb will enter the land. The people try to enter anyway and are defeated by the Amalekites and Canaanites. Numbers 15. God gives laws about offerings when they eventually enter the land, unintentional versus defiant sins, and the tassels on garments as reminders to obey God. Psalm 45. A royal wedding song praising the king's majesty, righteousness, and eternal throne. Your throne, O God, will last forever and ever. A scepter of justice will be the scepter of your kingdom. Proverbs 10, 6 to 12. Blessings crown the head of the righteous, but violence overwhelms the mouth of the wicked. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up conflict, but love covers over all wrongs. The spy's report reveals two perspectives: fear versus faith. The majority focused on obstacles. Caleb and Joshua focused on God's promise. Their rebellion led to 40 years of wandering, 1 year for each day of spying. God shows both justice and mercy. Psalm 45 celebrates a righteous king, often seen as pointing to the Messiah. Proverbs 10 contrasts the words and outcomes of the righteous and the wicked. Real-life comparison. The 10 spies' fear equals focusing on giants and problems instead of God's promise, common when facing big challenges like college, career, relationships. Caleb and Joshua's faith equaled believing God is bigger than the obstacles. Rebellion and wandering equals the high cost of unbelief and complaining. Proverbs 10 equals our words either bring life or stir conflict. Love covers wrongs. Today, identify one giant in your life and choose faith like Caleb instead of fear. Speak words of life and encouragement instead of complaint or negativity. When you fail, remember God's mercy. He still has a plan. What giant are you facing that you need to trust God with today? Comment. Fear versus faith. Rebellion versus trust. God is merciful even when we fail. Tomorrow, more wilderness lessons. Subscribe, share. See you tomorrow.